The Texas Department of State Health Services has released its final rules that will govern the state's hemp program. With those rules, a ban on smokeable hemp will be in effect beginning tomorrow. Digital journalist Ivan Herrera spoke with experts in the cannabis industry who say the ban won't just have an effect on retailers, but also on consumers who depend on hemp products for relief.
Governor Greg Abbott signed House Bill 1325 into law last June to allow for the production, manufacturing, retail sale, and inspection of hemp products in Texas. Jax Finkel, the executive director for Texas NORML, a nonprofit that focuses on cannabis reform, says lawmakers created a hemp program in the last legislative session under the Department of State Health Services. The goal of the program is to come up with rules and regulations for the hemp industry.
So they lay out the guidelines for what's allowable in your product, what are the required testing protocols, a lot of things that are just kind of like truth in labeling, good consumer protections.
Finkel says the program had already banned the manufacturing of hemp for smokable purposes in the last session. However, it hadn't expressly prohibited these types of products at the retail level. So, the state asked the public for comment on why it should keep these smokable hemp products on shelves.
There were just under 1,700 commenters, however, who strongly disagreed with that being included in the rules.
Finkel says because of the smokable hemp ban that's taking effect on August 2nd, many shops across Texas will be affected. So what does the ban mean for you, the consumer, when it comes to purchasing from a local shop?
Anything that's not marketed for smoking or vaporization will still be able to be available to everyone.
Grace Delgado, who is the founder of the Texas CBD blog, has been advocating on her website for change.
I wrote a few blog posts. I was on a few podcasts and talked about how easy it was and how important it was.
Delgado says the new rules are a cause for concern for consumers who rely on these types of products for relief.
It confuses the ability for consumers to know what to do with their product and to be properly educated. And that, to me, that's a little misleading and it's a lot of gray area.
As someone who writes copy for brands and provides educational content, Delgado says the change in rules will also affect the way she does business.
Doing this doesn't set a good precedent for good business practices when it comes from the educational aspect, when it comes to how to clearly communicate with your consumers. And that's really where it's affecting me.
Delgado says for those consumers who may be confused, it's important to be informed and stay up to date on the latest cannabis news and politics. Ivan Herrera, KSAT 12 News.